pretty much what I expected actually. I expected it to be thorough.
Yeah.
And it was very thorough.
It was actually really nice to go to the Skills to Foster training together as a couple and just to meet other potential foster carers.
Enjoyable,
Yeah,
relaxing,
yeah,
fun,
yeah,
challenging,
yes.
emotional. I mean, you go through all those experiences with the training, and it didn't feel like we were completing modules of units of work. It felt like we were part of discussions. There's lots of group work, collaboration.
The medical assessment stands out as something that was especially in depth.
I think we've seen the support and the training and the communication that was done very well with friends of ours that were fostering, and that was really lovely to see that firsthand.
And for me it was really important that we went with a not-for-profit fostering agency. Just felt it was important to put all the money into the children rather than salaries and other costs.
Well, as we said, because I've known and worked with social workers and friends who have been through the process, and everybody I've spoken to couldn't rate you highly enough. They've all said supportive, competent, they're there on the other end of the telephone if you need anybody, if you need to talk to anybody or you're not sure, they would answer you straight away. And when we first investigated and when we decided to go with Worcester Council, the people we spoke to were so relaxed and full of knowledge and information. We thought, yeah, we like this is what we want, this is what we need.
So our child, bless him, he took to us and we took to him, and it's been amazing just to see the rapid improvement in not just his physical health, but just in his mental capabilities and the way he interacts with us now.
I think meeting a child for the first time and just then the development of that relationship and that attachment and just seeing that child unfold and just thrive in your care is beautiful.
Watching them grow, their personalities, watching them relax, seeing the stress melt away from their face is quite nice, because you can see the worry in their eyes when they first arrive and how uptight they are and scared, and it's just nice to see them over every day growing and to see them relax and settle.
Yeah, and definitely become part of the family.
Yeah.
I think the highs have been just the joy of seeing a child blossom. That's been just lovely.
Just the first time that a child's placed with you and you've been through this whole process and talked about it in great detail, and then one day a child arrives at your house and you're actually doing it. I think that was my first high.
You building their routine and
the highs have been the routine, building a routine structure for them.
And seeing them so happy.
Yeah.
Seeing them so happy now.
You can see the delight in their eyes now and the smiles, and
The lowest point was probably the day he arrived. He was very sad, very anxious, and we were new foster carers, and that's quite scary, isn't it?
Lows would be the shock of when they arrived, and especially with no sleep and things like that when you move on from your own birth children, and they now sleep through the night because they're older.
I think lows when a child leaves, that's always going to be really sad, but as a family we will and have worked through that and find the positives within that as well, that you're helping another family to be formed, or for a child to return to a birth family in a much safer place than when they left.
We're a family of three, so we have a 17-year-old son. I think it just rounds us all off, really. It's been good for our son. It's
brought out the best in him.
Yeah.
He's been really good with it.
He has. We were a little bit apprehensive about that, but actually our fears have not been borne out. He's really he's been.
I think he's quite enjoyed having you.
Yeah, he's been our secret weapon, really.
It's been a long-term dream, and I think now that's materialised. Moments when I've been teaching and have wondered about fostering, or when I've been childminding, and now we're actually doing it, is just so exciting and fulfilling to do that practically on a day-to-day basis, and for our children to accept that child, and for us to become a big family for however long they need it.
I think seeing our own birth children bond with the children's been really fulfilling for me. It's made us very proud of them, actually. They've been very nurturing, and they've bonded fantastically with them, haven't they? And they've almost had 4 carers, especially during COVID, because we've all been at home a lot together, so they've never lacked for attention. So that's been very fulfilling, I think, for all of us.